Hey, and welcome back to techgooch, and here for another video review, this time on the Apple HomePod. I'm hoping to actually show you a little bit of what it can do, but basically this is Apple's attempt at a smart speaker. It's a smart-ish speaker because while Siri was fantastic when it came out and was introduced to us, it has not progressed nearly as much as, say, Amazon's Alexa or Google's Assistant. Nowhere near as intelligent, nowhere near as many things they could do. It can't do some things near as well as those guys. However, the shortcomings of Apple's Siri integration into this thing, and I shouldn't say that, Siri integration is full. The shortcomings of Siri as an assistant is made up for by the quality of the sound of this thing. And I am not joking on that one. Now, here's where I come from. When this was launched, or when this was talked about at least, when they were bringing it out and talking about it, that looks fantastic. It looks awesome. However, as an iPhone owner, I do use Siri from time to time. Actually, I use her quite frequently, but I do not control everything through it, and I don't do everything through it. And to be honest, if I use Siri versus like my Amazon assistant through the Echo products, it doesn't do near as much. So, while all of my smart home products that I put in my house, I kind of have a requirement it has to work with Amazon's Alexa as well as Apple's HomeKit, because I like to be able to control it through both products, which actually benefits me with this as well. I will say that as a voice assistant, Amazon's product is much more intelligent and could do a lot more than what this could do. However, and this is where actually I came from, because when Sonos brought out their speaker with Amazon's assistant built into it. I'm trying not to say her name because I don't want to set all your stuff off. When Amazon brought, or when Sonos brought theirs out and said that it's not, right now it's tied to Alexa, but it has the capability of tying into more, and I apologize. But I was sold. Like, I know the Sonos One is a fantastic speaker. It really is. I've reviewed it on this channel and I love it. Because it's everything that Amazon's and Google's products is not. A great quality speaker first with an assistant built into it. Well, when they brought this out, I thought, well, I already have a Sonos One, and Sonos One is fantastic. And then for the price of this, when this was launched just not too long ago, Sonos brought out and said, you can buy 2 Sonos Ones for the price of one of these. And I thought immediately, like, well, that kills that. I'm just going to buy 2 Sonos Ones. There's no talking. This is nowhere near as good as 2 Sonos Ones. I'm going to eat my own words right now, because got this home and was literally blown away by the quality of the audio from it. I'm not joking, and I'm not the only one. My wife looked at me and was like, that sounds fantastic. And I was like, okay, well, let's play the same song on my Sonos One that I had right next to it almost, I mean, just across the room from it, and let's see which one sounds better. And both of us agree, no, there is no comparison. This is a better sounding speaker. The subwoofer driver that they have built into this adds a low frequency range that the Sonos One cannot hit, and the 7 sound drivers that it has built into the bottom is just mind-blowing how good it is. And then they have, I think, a series of 6 microphones around it that automatically adjust the speaker output based on the room and based on things that are actually feeding back in the room automatically. Sonos One, I have to get out the phone and I have to have an iPhone for that matter, or an iPad, to adjust it to the room, and then it's only going to be linked to that adjustment at that time. So if I change anything, I have to readjust to do it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a fantastic way to do it. But this is awesome. It really is. Set it down, turn it on, and play. And it works so well. So the best way to do this, because, I mean, I could talk it to death, I could try to demonstrate the difference in audio quality between at least 3 speakers. This guy, Sonos One, and I have an Amazon Echo with me as well. So I brought those out. And there they are. Size-wise, you're not talking about a significant difference between these two. Aesthetic-wise, you could argue which one looks better. I think the actual... and to be honest, I said that from the get-go. I think this looks amazing. Big downside to this, though, you can't remove the power cord. I shouldn't say that. You technically can remove the power cord. You just shouldn't, because how well is it going to go back in? It's designed probably for when Apple works on it, that they can actually replace the power cord if necessary. But it comes inserted in the box for a reason. Don't mess around with it. There is also a seam on the fabric of it that other people have noticed as well. It's very faint. It's hard to probably see, but there is a seam where the fabric comes together. That, in my opinion, should be on the back of the speaker. It is what it is. But that said, there's 3 different products together. And I'm going to try to demonstrate playing the same song. Now, this is going to be a royalty-free song, so I'm not limited on what I can play for it. But we're going to go from that and try to demonstrate what the difference of audio quality is with this. Yeah, let's give it a go. Now, one of the speakers that I didn't show a comparison to is definitely the Google Home series, specifically the Home Max, which is their big high-powered speaker. It is definitely louder, but it does not have the same crisp tones as this one. Now, I also understand that last little showcase between the 3 of them, I don't know how well the microphone's going to do against it, but to be honest with you, as honest as I possibly can, the difference between the Sonos One and the HomePod is actually more profound than I think the microphone lets on, because the subwoofer in here makes a huge difference, and that's all in the lower frequency range. The highs are very similar, but the low frequency range is definitely better. I thought before I end here, we'll check a few other things of what you can do with it. And so, like, hey Siri, what's the weather today?
It's currently cloudy and 24 degrees in Dubuque. Expect snow starting in the afternoon, and clear skies tonight with mixed conditions for the rest of the day. Today's high will be 30 degrees, and the low will be 23.
So very informative. I actually like that news rendition of the weather actually better than the Amazon's version. Hey Siri, how old am I?
I can't get that info for you here.
You never know. Hey Siri, what's the capital of Kentucky?
Frankfurt is the capital of Kentucky.
Hey Siri, who's the 39th President of the United States?
The answer is Jimmy Carter, from January 20th, 1977 to January 20th, 1981.
Hey Siri, add milk and eggs to my shopping list.
Okay, I added milk and eggs to the shopping list.
Hey Siri, what time is it?
The time is 9:56 a.m.
Hey Siri, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is, well, it's sort of greenish, but with more dimensions.
Hey Siri, what's the best smart speaker in the world?
I can't get the answer to that on HomePod.
So I hope you at least got the gist of what I was trying to say. There's frequency ranges that this can produce that this cannot, because this has an actual subwoofer in it. This does not. You know, you always pin this against the Play 5, but that one is an argument that I don't want to make, because the Play 5 is an amazing speaker for what it is, but so is this. You know, I was wrong when I said that no, there's no way that this is going to be as good as 2 of these. For those of us that actually like audio, This is amazing. It really is. I was blown away by it. The first time I played a song on it, I was just like, no way is that coming out of that small of a speaker. So I have to say, congratulations to Apple's engineers for making a fantastic speaker. And that's what it is. And this is where it comes hard, because these products here have a voice assistant built into it that I could control a lot of things. I could do a lot of things with. This has a lot of growth to work with, a lot of growth to happen before it really becomes a replacement for something like this. This sounds terrible in comparison. This, I had at 100% volume. These, I both had about 75% volume. If that says anything to you, this is terrible for playing music, unless you're just trying to get ready in the morning. You really don't care about the audio quality. But people that like listening to music, audio quality does matter. So with that said, fantastic speaker. But that said, with Siri as the assistant built into it, if your product doesn't work with HomeKit, it's not going to work with it currently, at least, unless HomeKit becomes integrated into it. There's a lot of products out there that are expanding, that are adding HomeKit integration with it. I think now that Apple has brought this out there, I think you're going to see more products with HomeKit put into them, or at least being able to be controlled by them. I can control everything in my house with this, so I can actually replace this speaker with this speaker and have almost full integration with it, which is awesome to me, but it's not for everybody. Simple tasks like creating a shopping list. I could say, Alexa, add milk, cheese, eggs, and bacon to my shopping list, and it's going to make a shopping list, or at least add it to my existing shopping list. Milk, cheese, eggs, bacon. If I tell Siri to do that, add milk, cheese, eggs, and bacon to my shopping list, it's going to add it to my shopping list as a single line, milk, cheese, eggs, and bacon. Which is weird. Should be 4 different items. She's just not smart enough to tell the difference. The other big problem with this, and this is a problem to be honest, is that it links to your Apple account, which is great. And if you share your private settings with it, which it asks you during setup if you'd like to, you can send and receive text messages from this. However, because it can't tell who's asking or who's actually saying, hey Siri, do this, if somebody else comes into your house and says, hey Siri, what's the last text message, it'll read it out to them. Hey, send a text message to this person at whatever. It'll send the text message with your phone number because it only links to one account and it doesn't know who actually said it. It treats everybody as the same person, which, to be honest, this does a similar thing, but is it as private as having your actual iMessage capability from your phone? It's a little not quite there for security wise yet. But knowing Apple, that's coming. You also can't link more than one of these together. I can link 2 of these in stereo pairing. I can do a lot of things with whole home systems, things like that. With stereo pairing, it's coming. It's supposed to come in the fall, I think, by the fall. So there's a lot of growth with this speaker. But if you're an audiophile at all, and you're an Apple user at all, yep. Natively, Apple Music. That's what it's. If you ask it to play something, it's going to have to come from Apple Music or iTunes. That's it. If you want to play it from any other source, you have to go through your iPhone and AirPlay it to the speaker, which you can do. So yes, you can do it. There are apps that technically, so like for instance, the song I was playing was from SoundCloud. If I actually go into the SoundCloud app and try to AirPlay it to the speaker, it doesn't know. SoundCloud, for instance, doesn't have an AirPlay feature. It has a casting feature. I could send it to a casting device, but this is not a casting device. So what I have to do is a 2-step process. I have to go into iTunes, set my AirPlay output to the HomePod, and then go into SoundCloud and start playing, which is finicky, right? Now, I don't play a whole lot from some of those apps. I play a lot from Amazon Music right now because I have that cheap subscription for 4 months. So with that said, there's a lot of capability with the speaker that is just not there yet. And I think there you'll see more services come to this. I don't know if you'll see Spotify come because Spotify and Apple Music are 2 competing services. They're pushing Apple Music. I don't know if they're going to push Spotify into it. I don't know. And we'll see what comes. I think there's going to be a lot of those third-party things that will come into it, like tune-in radio, things like that. And I really, really hope that they do. But that said, if you're going to buy this as a full-on replacement of something like this or this, it isn't yet. But if you're an Apple user specifically, and you're looking for the best quality audio speaker on the market for the money, this is your guy. I have to be honest. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if I'm full of it and you think that this is a terrible thing. I disagree with you because I was one of those people that thought, no, this is never going to be worth that. No, I think it's worth $350. They could take Siri out of this and make it just a speaker, and it's worth $350. I wish there was an aux port on it. I mean, this doesn't even have an aux port, but I wish there was an aux port on it because that would just scream more things to it. But knowing Apple, they don't do aux ports, so it is what it is. Bluetooth support. It even has a Bluetooth radio in it. That's how you set it up, is with Bluetooth, but you can't use it. Sounds like Apple, right? Downside to that one. So 2 big downsides, other than the smart stuff, we're not going to talk about that again, is either Bluetooth or an aux input of some kind. And you could even say that the removable power cord is also something that I think should change as well. But they do give you a braided,
Sure.
braided power
Translate
cord.
into which language? French, German.
A braided power cord, which is awesome. That's a so much better power cord than any of these plastic guys. So that said, guys, please comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And let me know if I'm full of it. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on a future video. I did do a quick setup video of this because why not? On my Geek Smart channel, I will put a link to that below. So check that out if you're interested. It's a quick one to set up. This thing is the easiest speaker I have ever set up in my entire life is this guy. So pretty awesome on Apple's part on that one. So thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you on a future video.